I don't know where my phone is. Oh, I'm live. Hi, everybody. Is my camera, is everything working? Is my volume working? Okay. Hi, everybody. You know who I am. I'm just really happy to be back here. Um, if you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to make some announcements. But first, I'm just going to chit chat a little with everybody, kind of tell you what's happening in my neck of the woods because it's a crazy woods. I don't know, kind of wildfires are happening in those woods. The crazy things. So I'm not going to demonstrate anything today. I'm just going to make some announcements. So I won't be on here too long. So if you are watching this on the replay, you can fast forward really quick and get to the good stuff. But other than that, I just wanted to come here and see you all again because and to see how everyone's doing. A lot has changed in my life. If you're here, say hi to me, you guys. Yeah, hold on. Let me grab my phone real quick, just in case some people text me. I'll put myself on silent. Um, so you guys, I don't know who's here watching, but if you're here, oh, Laverl, hi, Laverl. Nice to see you too. I miss you guys. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? It's so nice to see you. Caroline, hi, Caroline. Hi, Susan. You guys, and another thing, is my volume good, by the way? Oh, Janice Holt, thank you. I love you too. Um, you know, so all right, I have some good viewers here. We'll get started. Hey, Nicole, hi, my love. Um, so you guys know that I posted that my sweet, adorable, smart, and sassy, and strong willed Jolie went to go be with my mom. So it's been, promise myself I'm not gonna cry. I promise. It's just been a lot of things happening, one thing after another. I barely came up for air, literally, with my mom. And then I have been working and dealing with my dad. My dad, as you know, he misses my mom dearly, and he's not in the greatest, of moods these days, but he's doing his best and he's happy. But you know, it's a struggle, you guys. I'm there for my dad. I'm there 100%. So I've been dealing with dad, and then Jolie got sick, and there's a part of me that feels like maybe I was giving too much attention to one and not the other. So it's a lot. And I just want you guys to know all of your well wishes to me. You guys, you don't understand like how much it has helped and uplifted me because, people think I don't read comments. I read every single comment. If you've even messaged me, even on my phone, you've got a message back because you guys were like my support system, and I am eternally, like eternally grateful for you. And throughout the whole process, I wanted to make sure I was giving Jolie, a proper memorial and all of that. And I just am so grateful that she touched so many lives and that you guys got a chance to know her through me, or you met her in person at a show. It's everything to me. And when I'm feeling kind of poopy, I go back and I read all those comments, or I read your messages. So don't think that like, oh, I'm not going to comment on that post. It's been a few days. I get notified and I go and I read it. It's hard to comment back to every single comment because it's hard. There's a lot. And I just don't have the time. But I just want you guys to know that I read every single one, and I read every single one because it's near and dear to my heart. You know me. If you know me, I'll read it. So I'm gonna read some comments, and I just wanted to tell you guys how much you guys mean to me. Really. That's I have some announcements to make. Don't think I'm gonna make no announcements. I'm not gonna be on here too long. Um, but I needed to tell you guys that because I can't get into detail with kind of the other crazies that happening in my life right now, but I will in due time and tell you. But if you knew what I was going through, you guys would start crying right now. I mean, like the girls are laughing here. It's true. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I was joking. I was saying, I guess when it rains, it pours. Like, but this is not pouring. This is like more like a tsunami. Exactly as Yarrow goes, a tsunami. A tsunami. Yep. Yep. Little old Anie's caught in the tsunami. I'm doing my best, but with God's grace and God's help and the strength, I'm here. I'm pulling through. And everyone keeps telling me that there's a reason why you're going through all this. I don't know that reason, you guys. I can't see it. It's like a little foggy. Can't see it, but I hope there and I pray that there is light at the end of this dark, miserable tunnel. Um, so I'm gonna go back. Oh, man, okay. I'm looking real quick. The last one is Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. I feel your hug. I've hugged you, and I know what that hug feels like. Thank you, Margaret. Oh, Tina and Susan. Teeny. Sorry, my eyes. And thank you, Robin. Francesca. I know Francesca been praying hard for you, my sister. This has been a tough season. Yes, thank you, Francesca. Francesca honestly has been such a strong such a strong pillar of support, you know especially amongst everything she's been going through. you know it's a blessing to have good. I can't even call her my friend. I feel like you're like my family, like my sister. So honestly, it's like all of you guys. I don't even want to. I don't even want to say friends. I feel like we are like a community, like a family. So thank you. And Lori's on here. Thank you, Lori. Lori sees me every day. We're d- and has been my strength as well. My sister. I love you guys. I love everyone. Um, and Susan Kemp Jones, yes. And I know you guys are praying for me. I just want you guys to know I need them. Again, I can't tell you everything happening. I can't. But if you guys can just keep me in your prayer, just to keep me, just for strength. And like, you don't understand. I appreciate it because I need it. Um, and thank you, Melanie. Thank you, my sweetheart. And thank you, Suni and Susan. I know, and Cheryl Dawkins. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Oh, Deborah, you're so sweet. Um, Nicole, yeah, Nicole, you've been sweet. Nicole's been amazing too. I don't know what I would do without you guys. Honestly, really, I felt so like alone. Whenever you're going through something, sometimes you just feel so alone. Like, and then you get into that stupid pity party. Why is this happening to me? Like, what have I done? I only do good. Like, but then they go, that's the people that get it, are the ones that do good. I'm like, oh, great, thanks. So, one thing I learned through all of this, and thank you, Farah, you're so sweet. Oh, Margaret. One thing I learned through all of this, you guys, we're here as guests. This life is temporary. If you know someone that's been here forever, call me, because nobody is here forever. I don't care how many billions of dollars you have. I will tell you your fate. It will end. And I just know that, in scripture it says, pile up your treasures in heaven, where no, thief or moth can destroy or take it from you. So that's my end game, you guys. And everything I do here on earth, honestly, is in hopes that I will see my mom and my Jolie again. like when I hit myself. Stop it. But you get into that thing of like everyone's leaving me. Like you can't do this. Everyone needs to stop doing this. Just give me a break. Let me just come up for air and we'll continue. So now, and you guys, mind you, in all of this, I'm running a business and, I do other things too. So I have multiple businesses. And so it's, there's only so much I can do. And the strength that you guys gave me is just amazing. So I thank you, Kathy Ward. You're so sweet. And Kathy Voss, I love you guys. And oh, Candace Bing, you're stronger than you know, and we'll all pray for you. You are such a lovely person who always goes above and beyond. Know that you're not alone. Thank you, Candace. And that is what I wanted to come here and tell you guys. With all of your support, I don't feel alone. Even when I start to get into the pity party, everyone goes into that little pity party mode. I'm telling you, you guys, your words are everything to me. And I hold on to every single one. And I bless each and every one for thinking of me and taking the time to even write something to me. It doesn't ever go unappreciated. So thank you guys. So yeah, and you guys, if you've experienced it, you've experienced it. Whenever you guys need an ear or someone to talk to or something, I'm always there. I'm always there for you. I will pray for you. I'll have my prayer, my Bible study ladies put you in our prayer list. And like I said, we are a family and we're all on this earth together. Remember when we were in COVID together and we were like, what's going to happen? We huddled together and we supported each other. And I'm grateful that you guys are huddling around me and supporting me because you're a blessing. And um, what else? So in Jolie's memory, I wore pink because that was Jolie's favorite color. I hope because I just turned pink a lot. Um, I want to tell you guys something, which is weird. Let me tell you guys something. I just shared it with Erica here, and then I'm going to move on and make my announcement. So, you know, it happened abruptly with Jolie. Jolie, it was crazy, you guys. So on Sunday, my dad wanted to go to my mom's gravesite. So we went as a family, and my dad's Armenian, so we had to take that incense that they burn in the Orthodox churches. So here I am. I get the incense, we get the charcoal, we got this whole smoke going up. However, the smoke wasn't going up that day. The smoke, Jolie was sitting right next to me, and the smoke of the incense was literally blowing directly at Jolie, like directly over her. I don't know how to explain it, but like she's like laying here and incense is coming like directly over her. And she wasn't the strongest at that day. She was fairly weak. And I looked up to heaven and I said, Lord, can you take this incense and may it be a pleasing scent to you and heal Jolie and make her stronger? That was my prayer that day. Well, the next morning at around, I want to say about 6:55 a.m., Jolie had a seizure. And we knew she had a seizure because we had put bells on her. And so when we heard the bells ringing, she was having a seizure. Yarrow immediately grabbed her and held her as tight as he could because she was shaking. And during that time, yeah, we didn't have the seizure medicine, but I don't think that would have solved anything. But what ended up happening was as soon as the seizure stopped, Yara put her in my arms and he realized, like, wait a minute, did she stop breathing? So we think the seizure either caused a heart attack or a stroke. We don't know, something. But at that moment, she was in my hands and she yawned and I thought, "Oh, she's back." But I guess that was her last breath. And so she was in my arms and that's how it happened. But there's two things I want to say. I prayed and I asked God to not allow me to ever have to make that decision of, giving her the shot. And I just dreaded that. I didn't want to make that decision. I didn't want to ever do that to Jolie. It just was my thing. And she passed away in my arms. So I was grateful to God at that moment that it happened on his terms, her terms, all of that. So when they came to take her, the rainbow, the rainbow company came. I said goodbye to her in a cute little bed, and they had a pretty pink blanket. And I was just telling the girls that there was a forest lawn bag right by her head. And that was weird because it said Forest Lawn, forestlawn.com, had a picture of the entire seminary. And that's where my mom was laid to rest. That's where my mom was. That's where we were the day before this all happened, like not even 24 hours prior. We were at this forest lawn. So I thought that was a weird sign. I'm a sign kind of a girl. And so when I kissed her and I said goodbye to her, I had a vision that my mom was holding Jolie. And my mom was a little younger. She was like in her 30s, and Jolie was young. And the vision was my mom was holding her, and Jolie wasn't even staying in her arms. That was all I got. It's weird. I don't know why I had that vision. So let's cut to that evening. My dad has a dream. So he tells me the next day, I had a dream. I'm like, okay, dad, what was your dream? Like, I can't handle it anymore. Like, I'm already stressed. And so my dad goes, my grandpa came to him in the dream. They were like out in this green field. And my grandpa, I just want you guys to know how close I was to my grandpa. I was the Jolie to my grandpa. How about that? I was my grandpa's Jolie. Like, I was everything to him, and he was everything to me. So he came to the dream and he asked my dad how he's doing. And my dad goes, "Oh, it was a very bad day. Jolie left us. It was just horrible." And he goes, "Jolie, don't worry about Jolie. She's over there. She's just fine. She's good. She's over there." And my dad goes, he like was shocked in his dream, saying, "What do you mean, Jolie? How do you know Jolie? You don't know Jolie." My grandfather passed many, many years ago before I even had kids, so way before Jolie. So my dad was taken back, like in shock, like, "How do you know Jolie?" And he kept reassuring him, "No, no, Jolie's fine. She's over there. She's over there. She's all fine." So then my dad asked, "Well, where's my wife? Where's Sirun?" And he goes, "Oh, she's over there too. She's just doing fine too. She's over there." And he goes, "If you want, I can go and get her and bring her here if you want to see her." And my dad's telling me this story, you guys. I don't know what any of that means, but it gave me peace. So Jolie's fine, according to my grandpa in my dad's dream. And I'm believing that. And I hope one day I'll get to see her because I saw someone on YouTube who died and went to heaven and she saw her dog. So I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on to that, you guys. Um, So yes, and she says all loving animals go to heaven. So yes, I believe that. Sunni says dreams are the truth. You know, my dreams that I have a dream are usually truth. Sometimes I don't want those dreams to come true, and sometimes I pray to God, don't give me that dream, don't give me dreams. But yeah, it is. It's a beautiful dream. It's a blessing. Thank you. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to my dream story. Okay, so since Jolie's fine, I love her forever. I will love her forever. I do mourn her every day. I kiss her blanket every day. I like sometimes I'm like, wow, what a crazy person you are, Annie. But I just have to smell her still on the blanket. I just can't. Hi, Karen Nowak. Hello. Thank you guys. So on that, I'm gonna say again, thank you guys. But now let me get to my announcements because there's some good announcements. So remember during COVID, how is Mingo holding up? Oh, that's a good one. So Mingo is we've come to this realization that Mingo likes being a only child. Mingo is Mingo, I feel like he knew what was going on. I really feel like Mingo knew what was going on. And Mingo even came and sniffed her when it just happened, and he was like, it's okay. He's not sad. He's not upset. I feel like Jolie talked to him. Jolie was like the older, wiser sister who always guided him. And we joke, we say Jolie made him the man he is today and guided him. So Jolie's holding, Mingo is holding up. You got that right. I love it. So, anyway, so back to my announcements. You guys, so during COVID, do you remember I spoke about something called the stone saw, the jewel tool stone saw? Remember that? Remember that little thing that we were working on? It got delayed. It got delayed. Yeah, it goes just like the Tesla Cybertruck. Yes, all good things are worth the wait. Um, it was delayed only because during COVID, prices for manufacturing and those kinds of things were off the charts. And it was not financially viable for me to launch it during that time. So since then, now that all the supply chain issues have calmed down, all the crazy aftermath of COVID has calmed down. Yes, we're still dealing with higher prices of everything, but such is life. You all have been dealing with it. Welcome to my life. But we were able to get it made, produced, and you know what? It's a blessing that we didn't do it back in that time because Yarrow, who is a genius, when I say genius, honestly, like this is like patentable what he did because the jewel tool stone saw now is beyond anything that I had ever imagined. And so tomorrow I'm going to demonstrate it here. And tomorrow it will be available for pre-order. Yarrow is a genius. They still are off. I love you. We've been patiently waiting. Yes, you guys all have. Yeah. Caroline says, I knew it. Yes, yes. Francesca goes, shut up. I love you, Francesca. Yes, Francesca. Francesca, you know, this came up. I know, Francesca, I've talked to you about all sorts of things and I forgot to mention this. I apologize. But you know what has been in this head, all sorts of crazy, crazy stuff. So forgive me. So you guys, I'm going to tell you guys tomorrow, I'll show you why it's so amazing. Number one, if you have a jewel tool, it just slides right on the jewel tool. Bada bang, ding, 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 and you're done and you can cut saw. It will cut all stones. We don't discriminate here at Jewel Tool. Big, small, hard, thick, soft. Gotcha. No worries. We have an excellent diamond blade. It's just the best. And also the water. You know that little thing, that water that everyone complains about that gets out. You know me. I don't like to get dirty. I like to stay somewhat pretty while I'm working. That's why we got the jewel tool, super clean, you know, all of that. Well, the water doesn't spit at you. Did I say that? Water does not and make you all nasty because that's a huge complaint that everyone complains about with every saw that's out there. I don't know who's out there, but whatever's out there just spit at you and just makes a mess. You know, that's the one thing that a lot of people didn't want to even use their saw for because it makes such a mess. They like have to take it out, the 10 pounds, whatever, and put it outside. Anyways, so Margus, I'm going to say one more thing. It also works on metal. So if you don't even want to use the water, you can work on it dry so it can cut your metal pieces. You can trim all of your potter dies that you press and you want to just trim those instead of using a saw blade. Have at it because you can use your vacuum or a shop vac to suck out all the dust. Look at that. So Not the trim the potter dry. Trim the potter pressed metal that you pressed in the die. Thank you, Yarrow. I don't know, my brain, whatever. So let me answer some quick questions and then I'll continue. Margaret says, will it fit the pre-X regular? It fits the Model X jewel tool. So it'll fit the square jewel tool, this one. It'll fit, oh, let me unplug it. So tomorrow you'll see, and I'll get into more detail. It's just, I was afraid I was going to cry and stuff like that today. No, this has been around since about 2014. Yeah. So this has been around since about 2014, 15-ish. And it'll work with this model. And it sits like this. And if you don't have one, talk to us, call me, we'll upgrade you. No, so Margaret, any model that is square. Thank you for that question, Margaret. Any model that is square. Basically, if you have this that looks like this here, even if it doesn't have the USB port or whatever, remember I didn't change anything else on as far as the body goes. So if you have this model, square type model, the X, then you're good to go. This holds you. Not the round. Thank you. Bless your heart. Who said not the round? I don't see your name, but who says not the round? I just see Facebook user. What's the size blade? So the blade that we're going to introduce is a 4-inch. It's a 4-inch blade. Oh my God, I can't. Hi, Rita. It's Lori. Lori again. Lori, it's you. I love you. No, you're not going to see it now. So the reason why I didn't want to do it now is because, hi, Liz, is because I'm not emotionally that stable, you guys. I'll be honest with you. I might look like, oh, look at her. She's back to normal. I am not normal, you guys. I'm doing my best to be normal. I really, really am. But there's moments that you'll find me crying in the corner. You'll find me break down or like on the floor. Like, I just need one more day to kind of thing and then I'll do it. Like it's just how I operate. I know I'm sorry, you guys, but it is what it is. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. And Liz, I understand. Liz, I write live for love all the time. So yeah, loss is hard. Loss is hard because it's like triggering me back to how I felt with my mom. It's like I barely kind of had like a normal life, you know what I mean? I started to become a little bit normal, and then this happens and it's like PTSD like takes me back to even that time. It's just, I don't know. It's a little cruel. I'm gonna mince words. It's just a little cruel what's been happening in my life because I have been saying at the same time, I've been dealing with my dad a lot, I've been taking care of him a lot. And it's really, it's a lot. Yeah, and Yarrow got no sleep yesterday. Yes, Nicole, we have all cried in the corner by ourselves. We're human. Yes. So I just want you guys to know that I even feel guilty about posting things. Because does that sound right? Does that make sense? Like my girlfriend gave me a beautiful glass pendant that she bought from her trip to Venice from the city of Murano, like Murano glass. And she bought it for me. And, she knows a lot of people work on glass with the jewel tool. And she bought one for all of us in our Bible study group. And I wanted to post it, that she gave it. And honestly, me posting it, I felt guilty. Like, how can you show such happiness, Ani, when inside you're like dying? So just know that what you see is not always what a person is feeling. I always joke, I'm like I deserve like an Oscar sometimes because sometimes people will never know the pain and the struggle that is going on within me. because they see this outer appearance, they see this hair and makeup and the smile, and look at Annie, so happy, you know? Yeah, and I had to, oh my God, and then when Jolie was not doing well, I had committed to doing a watch conference in Mexico City the week, and I didn't even post about that because I'm so screwed up. But like I literally, yeah, it's like sometimes I feel like I'm going through like the motions. So just know that it's not everything you see is real. Robin, yeah, because look how natural it comes. You're still holding it because it's my baby right now. Baby. Okay. Well, okay. Every day is one foot in front of the other. For now, just keep going. It's the only way through. That's beautiful, Robin. And Robin, honestly, that is truth because I can say that that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything more, and I can't do anything more, like at all. That's all. And then what was the other one? Oh, yeah, I was, yeah. Liz says we are your supporters till the end. You got us through COVID times with your wisdom and generosity. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. Well, you know what? You guys have been there for me, so thank you. I can relate to this. Loss and grief are just all consuming. We do the best we can. Yes, you know, it's true. I've cried many times with Francesca, you know, loss, grief. No one is exempt from this kind of stuff. Oh, Kathy, what did Kathy say? You deal with your grief in your own way. Don't dismiss it. It's, I lost my mom and then lost one of my dogs 6 months later. And I'm also taking care of my dad too. So if you ever need to, oh, Kathy, oh, I got goosebumps. See, yeah, you know my toothache pain. Then you know that pain. It's like a lot. And if you love, you love. You know, and when you love, you love. I love hard, you guys. So I think that's what's the more. So, okay, so anyway, so the stone saw will be available for pre-order tomorrow. It will be also on an introductory price, which is very affordable. I just want you guys to know. Thank you, Kathy. And I can't wait to demonstrate it tomorrow because you guys will see how. Like, remember, so the advantages are it's quick. You just and you don't have to like say, okay, let's plan on cutting stones today. Gear up your, your battle gear. No, you just, it's part of your flow. You just put you put the wheel on, you put the base there, tighten it, go. And when the second you don't want it, unscrew the wheel, the cutting wheel, and take the base off and turn your jewel tool back to normal again. It's a quickie. You know me, I don't like to waste time and there's no spitting at you. You do have water, but Yarrow's ingenious genius way of how he designed that flow. I'm telling you guys, I have to patent it because people are going to want to replicate that because it is mwah! My Manchuri did that. So I'm very grateful for Yarrow. You know what happens with Yarrow, you guys? I just want you guys to know. He'll do something and it's fabulous. Everyone was like, ah, it's amazing. And then I'll come and I'll go, I'll poop on his parade. I will. I'll be like, why does it have that much water everywhere? And he's like, well, it needs water. Well, because I poop on Yarrow's parade and this man lives to please me and everybody else, he figured out another way to design something because that's what he is. He's an industrial designer and he designed a method to reduce the water spittage. No spitation on the jewel tool stone saw. Okay, that's money. That's my top. Aw, thank you. You're a genius and together and beyond. Beyond. Okay, so then I have a second item that I'm going to announce, and I'm going to demonstrate tomorrow too. So we have, so what I've done, this is a little bit of an homage to my father. This has to do with lubrication. Got your attention there, right? Lube. I've got the girls laughing here. We've got a lubrication issue. No. So I'm gonna clarify. Sorry, you guys are just making myself laugh. Listen, I need a laugh. Okay, can I just enjoy this, relish in some kind of humor? I could use a laugh. So I am introducing my dad's, I want to say, proprietary formula of what he would use for his saw blades. This is busted.
I broke it. It was me.
Kimmy goes, I broke it. It was me. I'm like, I rarely have broken blades. Listen, it's who cares if you ever, and it's great for everything. So I have, so it's a product that will that will allow you to have a better cut, and that's all. There is never too much lubrication. You are my people. I love you, Liz. I love you. Not what I was expecting. The dynamic dual rides again. Thank you, Margaret. Yes. So everything. Like, listen, you guys, it's gonna be able to make things go through like butter. Not only like butter, but last like butter. Like, it'll continue to go on and go on. Remember how I said I rarely bust a saw blade? There's a reason why I rarely bust the saw blade. It's not the saw blade, you guys. To be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna expose it. You guys better grab some tea because I'm gonna have you grab some tea right now. Okay. So a lot of you guys don't know. Oh, and the yes, for the Potter dies. Yes, lube. This. Okay, so we've tested this already. I just want you guys to know my lube. Please let me have some fun. Okay, you guys, you know me. I just make the thing. So I'm not going to tell you the name because I'm going to announce it tomorrow. You're going to love it. I hope you guys love it. So mine will allow you to do your Potter dies like butter. Okay, it'll allow you to cut with a saw blade like forever. Keep going and going and going, going and going and going. And I don't know what that was. Your drill bits, all of your burr bits, all of that, anything that you need to lube, it will answer. And it's got a nice, it's a little bit thick, so it's not soupy, and it holds, so it lasts a long time. So, with my dad being around me a lot recently, he actually brought it up and goes, why don't you make it, Ani? And I'm like, Dad, I got a lot going on right now. I kind of have a lot. I've been thinking about that for a while now, but I don't know. But my dad really pushed me to do it. So it's my dad's proprietary blend, and it works amazing. It's one of these old school things that these guys would make on their own. They didn't have fancy stuff. Like I always tell you, I grew up on the bench and I didn't have any fancy schmancy tools, you know? So, but this is a keeper. This one is definitely something I would love to share with you guys. And so tomorrow I'll demonstrate that too. Magic lube. No, it's not magic lube, but that's a good one, Margaret. Now that I said lube so much, no. Hi, Kathy. How are you, Kathy? Nice to see you. Oh, Rita, thank you. Rita says, Ani, it's nice to see you laugh again. To be honest, Vasquez secret sauce. That's a good one, Margaret. Yes, up to what gauge metal will it cut? So I just want you guys to know. We'll go back. So You can use your lube on the cutting, but on the stone saw, as I mentioned, you can cut metal. Um, we gave it to my son to have on hand, and he uses the stone saw to primarily cut metal. And he was just telling Nicole Richie, wasn't he telling you this, Nicole, when I was talking to you? He's like, oh yeah, I've put that thing to the test. He goes, I've cut pieces that are over a 1/4 inch thick. The saw, yeah. Yeah. Well, you can use my, I'm not going to tell you the name yet, but I'll tell you the product, and you can use it on that. Okay, I'm reading. You guys are all typing so fast. Um, Watching you from our community market today. Oh, Lisa Jacobert. Oh, I hope you do wonderful. Oh, I miss you too, Lisa. I miss you so much. Oh, Melanie says thank you guys. They're the best team in the world, you guys. I'm just honestly, there's such a blessing from God. I love it. If you guys haven't had a chance to speak to Kimberly, Erica doesn't talk too much, but if you do get her on the phone, she's just as lovely. But they're just amazing. My team here is a godsend. Um, oh, thank you, Patty. Good to hear from you too. Anil, soft, non-ferrous, or like titanium. Oh, listen, all of the above. I told you we don't discriminate here at Jewel Tool. Okay, we love all metals. I miss you too. It's just really hot. Yes, 90. It's hot here too, you guys. Yeah, I was just gonna ask you guys, what's your weather like out there where you live? Because it's hot. It's hot here in California. Yeah, have not tested titanium. Titanium, it'll cut titanium. Don't you worry. So yeah, so 2 products tomorrow. I will be demonstrating. I will get to it. I have a lot of fun things I'm going to show you. I know we'll have a fun time. Steel, yes, we can do that. Wet and stormy. Oh, Karen, wet and stormy. That sucks. And Susan says 103 degrees today. Wow. Where are you? Palm Springs, Arizona? Patty's 105. Patty's in Arizona. Yep. Wow, Patty. At least it's dry. At least it's dry air where you are. I can't imagine that hot and humid. Like, shoot me now. Like, this hair will stick like to me. Texas. Oh, then you got some humid there. I'm sorry, but I love Texas. I love me my Texans. I love Texas. I always said if there's ever one place I would move one day, when I visited Dallas, I loved it so much. I don't know, maybe because the big hair kind of situation. I felt like I was one of them. They were my people. Oh, what time tomorrow? Hey, that's a good question. Hey, you know what? Let me ask you guys, what's a good time? I know everyone lives in all sorts of different time zones, but if you guys give me a time, maybe I can, work with that. Yeah, I can average it out. What's a good time? If you guys can answer this, you guys will like be giving me like the lottery ticket numbers because sometimes I wonder what time to go live. And you know me, I don't really have a set time. Francesca, oh, 106 and humid. Oh, that's just lovely. I spent almost 2 hours at the barn today and I'm wiped out. Oh my God, Francesca, 106 and humid. Yeah, I was like, there is no oxygen in the air, babe. It's unbelievable. Like honestly, Francesca, that is insane. Insane in the membrane, Like that's crazy. Oh, Suni, Suni, my heart melts. Thank you very much, Suni. I miss you guys. I miss you so much. Like today. Oh, like today. Rita says like today. That's good. So if you guys like today, the time I went today, give me a yep. Yeah, it was around 2-ish. I went on live. Yeah, we had. I got on a little bit late because they are painting our building. They're making all sorts of crazy noises. The camera was acting weird. Like it was just things happening. Oh, Nancy. Well, Nancy, much success to you on your show, girlfriend. Go do it. more power to you. You'll catch the replay. And listen, even if you guys comment on a replay, guess what? Facebook has this amazing thing where it gives me notifications. And if you have a question, I get notified and I can answer you, or someone here will tell me about it and will answer you. Yes, great time. Okay, that's good. Okay, I love that. My sister is coming up to see me from Arizona because I'm cooler than 115 low. I love that. Oh, how exciting, Lisa. That's so nice. Oh, wonderful. Oh, hello, Elizabeth. How are you? 4 o'clock works for me. That's good. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, that wasn't perfect. So, you guys, that's perfect. So, tomorrow, be here or be square. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I just want you. Yeah. Was there anything else I had to say? Let me just make sure. All I know is, I listen. All I know is I am eternally grateful to you guys for all sorts of support. Emotionally, supporting Jewel Tool is a blessing to me too, because while I've been kind of handling my situation, I'm not as active as I should be on Jewel Tool, and the posting is a situation because when your heart is not happy, it's hard to share happiness with everybody or pretend that you're happy. So I just want you guys to know that support, that everyone who stuck around with me and has been supporting me, you guys, like I said, I'm eternally grateful to you guys. I'm one girl here trying to run a business, keep myself afloat without crumbling and falling apart. I truly am doing my best with God's strength. I really it's not me really. With your strength and God's strength, I've been able to muster through all of this. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Liz. Keep your beautiful, and we believe in you. Keep. Thank you, Liz. That means the world, and you guys being there for me. I just, you don't understand. I tell everybody, people who meet me and they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" Blah blah blah, blah. And they're like, "Oh, you have a lot of followers." And I say, "I know almost all of them." I say they're the best. They're the best friends. They're the best everything I could ever imagine. I have the best. The best, I always say. I talk about you guys. I talk you guys up. I almost brag about how amazing you all are to everybody in other industries. Margaret, never feel as though you have to pretend to be happy with us. Your authenticity is a huge part of why we love you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Margaret. I appreciate that because honestly, it's hard to fake it. It's really hard to fake it. Even when I'm somewhat kind of happy, in me is still crying. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. But I'm pulling through. I'm, mustering through, and I will get through this. I know I will. And then, I'll tell you what happens at the end of this story because something has to come good out of this. Like, I need a rainbow. I need a pot of gold at the end of that tunnel. I need something of magnitude because it's a lot. Oh, thank you, Lori. Lori, you're so sweet. We're money. I know that's Tom. Yeah, that's Tom. How do we live without our Tom? We can't live without our Tom. Oh, I love all my happy pieces. Thank you. Yara's showing all of your things. So, you guys, let me leave you guys with this one thought. I'm not the only one that is going through things. I know you all are battling something. This life is, if I guess if something's not creating character in you, you are almost not living. So I just want you guys to know that you too are not alone. You know, it's with your blessings and your strength, I've been able to keep my head up. And I just want you guys to know that you're not alone either. I'm here for you. What's interesting is even though I don't have much to give, when I do give and I do bless others, I feel better. So, I'm always there for you guys. If you ever need me, I'm one message away. You all, whoever has messaged me, know personally that I'm one message away. And I'm here for you as well. And I'm just grateful for you guys. You're not alone. And whoever you believe in or whatever, reach out, pray, meditate. Sometimes your prayer could just be, help me. You don't have to get into fancy prayers or anything. A simple help me is sometimes all you need. I can't do this. I need help. It's a little too heavy to carry on my own. Um, that's it. That's all you got. That's all you got. And thank you guys. I love you all so much too. So you guys, I will see you guys here tomorrow around the same time. So 2-ish California time. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5-ish Eastern time. I love you all, and I wish you all of God's amazing blessings. Whatever you're going through, I just bless it upon you guys all. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I even thank God for you guys. I just want you guys to know. I truly do. And I just want you guys to know Jolie loved you too. Jolie still loves you. Jolie reads all your comments because I tell Jolie what a little starlet she is. She's made her mark in this world, has touched so many lives. People who didn't even love dogs or were scared of dogs were like, after they met Jolie, they'd be like, I want a dog just like Jolie. And I'm like, good luck finding one because that's a hard one. She's a one of a kind, one in a million, one in a gazillion, never broke the mold. Yeah, so on that note, oh, I'm happy I ended on Jolie's note. On that note, I love you, and I will see you guys here tomorrow. Blessings.